Oh, hey, Knoptop here, and we are heading out to the dollar store today. We're gonna look for as much filmmaking and production gear as we can find for $1. Some of the things I'm gonna share with you are pretty straightforward, and a few of the things are gonna really surprise you, so stay tuned. Here we go, let's get into it. We'll just start it off with earbuds. You can never have too many of these. It's always good to have an emergency pair in your bag when you need to monitor audio, and in some cases you can use it as a really lo-fi microphone. Colored duct tape. This is great for focus pulling and talent markers to put on the ground. Now this isn't gaffer's tape, but this is industrial strength tape, so you can even use it for production support. Batteries. Now these aren't the highest end batteries, but for $1 you can throw some in your bag, and especially for the lavalier mics that take these little tiny batteries, you can pick up a couple extra pair and throw them in your bag. Extension cords. If you're still using clamp lights, you need these extra extensions on those lights. Those 6-foot cords that the clamp lights come with aren't long enough. You're gonna want some extension cords. Rubber bands. If you've seen my older episode where I share how you can use these as cord holders. You can use these rubber bands to hold your cords and give extra support for cords that are plugged into your camera. Check out that tutorial, links in the description. A dry erase board with a pen. This is a perfect slate board. Just fill it out and use it. You can also use it as a white card. Color index cards. These are great for pre-production and production. Your talent can use it for their on-screen talking parts, and you can use it for the pre-production and planning process. Baby nasal aspirator. You can use these as a DIY sensor cleaner. It's a little blower. Be sure it's clean though. These little felt pads can be used to deaden the sound of your props on set. Check out the film look video on how to use these, really cool. C47 clips. Clips you can use on production, lighting, all over the place. And little mini C47s. These are just, there's no reason for these, but they're at the dollar store. Temporary mounted hooks. These are great for on-set design or for your production gear. Just hang things on it and take them off when you're done with them. Paracord. If you've seen the older tutorial, I show you how to make a wrist strap out of a simple piece of paracord. Check out that tutorial. All the links are in the description for these video links. Lens cleaner towel. This is pretty straightforward. Clean your lens with it, or your LCD viewfinders or any monitors on set. Shower curtain light diffuser and giant white bounce board. You can use this mesh bag as a gear bag, and you can see everything inside, but also keep it secure. These little pouches here could also be used as gear bags. They're color coded. You could keep specific stuff in each one. And because it's got a little window, you know exactly what's inside without opening it. Tin foil. This can be used for lighting and flagging lights. You can also use it for prop design and just keeping your food relatively warm if you need to wrap food in it, right? White garbage bag. There's over 8 different ways you can use this in your film gear. If you missed that tutorial, check it out. I just posted it. 8 trashy filmmaking hacks. A lint roller. This is pretty straightforward. You can use it to just clean off dust and lint off of clothes of your talent, but you can also use it for clearing surfaces if it has like dog hair or anything like that, if you're shooting B-roll shots or just close-up shots. Always good to have a lint roller in the bag, even if it's for yourself, just to look clean and fresh for the job when you show up. These color folders are great for light gels. Now you want to use these on the low heat lights like LED lights, but if you need some colored gels for your lights for background effects or accents, this is perfect. LED bulbs. Look at this, it's a 60-watt equivalent LED bulb available for $1. This is perfect for your clamp lights. It's a low heat light and you can use them with the gels. This little LED clip light and this LED push light can be used for set design, effects and props, or just accent lighting on your set. Clipboard, it's pretty straightforward. Put your production notes on there, and you could also use it as a slate. Notebooks and notepads, this is great just for pre-production planning, props, and just keeping track of everything. Highlighters, great for production, but also can be used for effects. If you put this on things and put it under black light, it'll glow. Look into it, try it out for yourself. Clip-on wide-angle lens for your phone. This is great for you pocket production people out there, little free-time filmmakers. It's a $1 clip-on wide-angle lens. Go get one. A door stop. If you want to see how this can be used in production gear, check out the link in the description at the film look. They show how to use one of these to level out your camera and do some other cool things on set. Sticky tack, this is just good to have in the bag. If you've watched my older tutorial, I show how you can use the sticky tack with a little bit of fur to make a built-on windscreen on your camera. But I've also seen sticky tack used to just mount small action cameras. And it's good to have for set designing, for hanging up stuff, and all around production. Foam board, this is again one of my favorite pieces of gear here at the dollar store. White bounce board, you can use the black ones here as flags, and you can use them for prop design. Brush, this is great for dusting off things on set, keeping things clean for your B-roll shots. Fake candles, this is a great prop, and you can also use it for a cool lighting effect that doesn't involve actual fire. Prop flowers, if you need some fake flowers, you got some flowers. Prop silverware and utensils, these things look real. Really real. And you can also use these if you need to have something be thrown. Now these are still kind of dangerous. You don't want to throw them at high speed, but they're a lot safer than metal silverware. Paper tape. Now, unlike the duct tape that I shared earlier, this tape can be used to write on because it's got a nice flat finish. You'd want to write on it before you mount it because it has a tendency to bleed if you use like a Sharpie marker. There's this paper tape and there's also the athletic tape, which is pretty similar. This stuff's made to go on the skin, so if you need to mount a lavalier mic or a prop or make an adjustment to wardrobe, if you need to make sure clothes don't move and things like that. Earplugs. This is more for live event coverage, not so much filmmaking, but even on set, if you have loud explosions, loud music, if you're shooting a music video, these can be useful. And finally, this thing. This can be used as a windscreen or a pop filter for your microphone. If you're doing podcasts or narration, yeah, you can use this as a pop filter. And just to see how that works, you see how it's curved round like that? You place it in front, and because it has this metal handle here, you can bend that to run parallel with your mic and just bend that into place where you want it. Pop, 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 pop. Pop, 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 pop. Now I know I didn't show B-roll examples of all of the stuff that I shared in this video, but we found some pretty cool stuff, you have to admit, right? If you want to make some examples and go out to the dollar store, buy some of this stuff, try it out, share the video with me, be sure to leave a comment, let me know, and I'll check it out, or tweet at me at Knoptop. And a lot of this stuff that I found here, I have seen at the Goodwill and other thrift stores. So even this, like this is one that I found for 10 cents. It didn't even cost $1. How many things was that? 35, I think? 35 things we found at the dollar store. And it's pretty cool. Once you start walking around, looking at stuff, thinking about how it can be used, it's pretty amazing how much filmmaking and production gear is available at a very low cost. If you'd like to see more about how some of these things were used, check out the links in the description. You can check out the Film Look. They have a great selection of cool tutorials and tips on their channel, along with some of the older tutorials that I've made. Thanks for watching. Knoptop. Go make something.